Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Just want to thank everyone who tuned in to the last video that I made. Really appreciate the support and to the subscribers that watch that and were like, yeah, we'll subscribe to this. Thank you. That's super awesome. It's probably mostly my friends and family anyway, but love you guys. Thank you so much. I just got back from a trip and I'm off of work today, and it's kind of raining outside, and figured it would be a really good opportunity to try a different style of video. I think this is still fitting with the type of content, or at least within the name, Overland Tactical. So here's your tactical, and it's mostly just going to be me rambling. I'm going to basically just do a disassembly of this gun here and just put some oil on it, oil that thing down, and really just ramble. And that's pretty much it. This is by no means a how to properly do a field strip of a handgun. So if you're looking for that kind of thing, this is not that video. This is me just rambling with content that fits, I guess, the channel vibe. So, but I am taking it down. So if you wanted to watch for that reason and just hear me talk, that's what this is. So today we have my USP 45, HK USP 45. This is a polymer double single action 45 caliber handgun. I believe these were made uh, in the 90s. This is the I guess child of the H&K Mark 23, which was the SOCOM challenge or SOCOM built offensive handgun. So this is just the smaller version of it. I've had this thing forever. Haven't shot it in a while, but figured it would be a good time to at least kind of oil it up, maybe wipe it down a little bit. So that's what we're doing. First thing we're going to do here is just make sure that the firearm is safe. It is unloaded. I just pulled it from my safe, but always got to be safe. No rounds in the chamber. That is a fantastic sound. Just that sound USP thing. I mean, come on. All right. Next thing we'll do is take out the slide lock there, and it just comes apart like that. Super easy. Take out this coils for the spring there and pop out the barrel. That easy. So kind of wanted to go over a little bit on this channel. Obviously, I really haven't made any attempts to make any kind of video really since the last one, and just kind of trying to think of some things that I want to do with this channel. Obviously, the name is Overland Tactical. It's mainly this is just like a gear channel. I don't have a ton of time to overland a lot, and also go shoot the firearms. But when I do, I try to at least film. But mainly it's just kind of going through the gear, and that's kind of my favorite part of this stuff. I enjoy shooting and camping and all that stuff, and try to do it as much as I can when I can. But for the most part, my main goal with this channel was to just showcase gear, stuff that I have, stuff that I like. Whether that be just the firearms themselves, stuff with my vehicles, which I'm hoping to do some of those videos here in the future. I think that would be super cool. That's probably an equal passion of mine to firearms, and then everything in between that with gear and stuff. I've just accumulated a lot of stuff over the years, and I guess I'm essentially using this channel as a show and tell. I guess, but these are videos, or at least this style of video, I like to watch myself quite a bit. Have it on in the background while I'm cooking dinner. I just love gear. I always have ever since I was a kid, and I just feel like I still feel like a kid, but you know, I grew up and I have a job, so I can, you know, buy the stuff that I like, and figure having a channel like this would be cool to at least showcase some of that stuff. And obviously every day I'm learning. In fact, I actually just did a whole video just like this, doing a field strip of my actually my everyday carry, which it's actually just right here. But I ended up scrapping that after watching 15 minutes of it, and was just like, there's no way I'm going to go through and edit this and post it. It would be incredibly boring. So I just decided, you know what, we'll do it even simpler. We'll just do this one, and just kind of minimize the tangents that I was going on, which I'm sure there will be a lot in this one here. But you know, we're almost done anyway. As far as cleaning goes, what I usually do, I have the gun and reel silicone cloth. I've always just used this. I like that it kind of leaves a nice oil layer over all the components. The way I look at it is like you have your cast iron pans or your carbon steel kitchen knives. You know, when you're done using them and cleaning them, you do just like a quick you know, thing of oil on it just to prevent rust and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what I use on all my firearms. This one hasn't been shot. I'm not cleaning it because, well, it has been shot, but a long time ago, and I already cleaned it since. So it's not like I'm cleaning a bunch of carbon buildup on it, at least not for today's video. Really just doing a field strip and going through and just kind of wiping everything down with the silicone cloth. And then I'm going to hit it with some of the CLP gun oil, because I guess, you know, they're tools and they just need to be cleaned up every now and then. So let's do a little barrel wipe down here. And then, you know, this was actually the first handgun that I purchased, and I bought it on my 21st birthday. I actually bought it before my 21st birthday. I went into the gun store, and, you know, when I was in college, I just like going in and checking all the stuff out. And, you know, I was, what, 20 at the time. And, you know, the guys at the gun store just, they're just, you know, like me, they just like hanging out and looking at all the stuff and talking to each other about it. So they didn't mind me hanging out, or at least I don't think they did. And one of the guys there, he seemed like he knew a lot, and he had one of these. And, you know, the guys at the gun stores, they always have these things on their firearm on their hip. And he was like, yeah, this thing's sweet. It's got the octagonal barrel and blah, blah, blah. And I just thought it was super cool and retro. And, you know, then I recognized it from video games. I grew up with Modern Warfare 2, and this was like the first handgun that you had online. And I ran that thing for a while because I just thought it was cool. But ironically, in the game, you know, when they're holding it, it just looks so tiny. But in real life, this is actually a really large gun. So, you know, that, and I have pretty small hands, so it could be the combination of the both. But good thing it's robust, and, you know, it's been great. It's got a pretty high, I think they call it bore axis. So I'm not like the best at shooting it. You know, I really only got it because I thought it was cool. This is by no means something that you're going to carry. Concealed carrying this thing would be just completely absurd. But anyhow, so now they got everything wiped down. Let's kind of get everything all back together. This goes here. Slide the barrel in, pop it back. It's in there. And then this is the spring. You just kind of set this thing up here like that, push it in, and there you go. It's all sitting in there super nice. You know, what's really funny is this slide is just like 90% of the weight of this firearm. This is all pretty much plastic. I mean, it probably takes 10 of these for the weight of this. And, you know, it's a massive slide. And what's funny is that the contact points for the slide are on the grip, or the lower, are just tiny. Those little silver things there. That's it. 1, 2, and then same thing on the other side. They're just tiny for this giant piece here. But, you know, H&K has been doing their thing for a while, and I think they just make some really cool this is at this point, like nearly a 40-year-old handgun, and it's just it stands up to today's stuff quite well. Just gonna get a little bit of oil on each of those. It'll stay up like that. I think so. And then I'll do a little bit of oil on the slide itself, usually just back here and on this side. Try and get some up in the front. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this thing, what's cool about these and what I really liked about it was like everyone's like, this is the gun that you take to the end of the world, It's so robust, it's so reliable. Did something wrong in there. Oh, I put that in backwards. It's supposed to be like that. There you go. So that's in. Pop the this in here. I mean, listen to that. That's just nutty. But anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. I'm trying to make some more content, and if there's anything in particular you guys want to see, if you want to see less firearm stuff, more car related, or more firearm stuff, or a combination of both, kind of like the last video, but without the little trip thing at the end, just let me know, and I'll try and take my weekends out to go and shoot some videos. If you want to just see gear stuff like bags, what I carry to the range, I have all that stuff. I'd be happy to make some videos on that. I guess I love hearing myself talk, and that's probably one of the reasons I like doing this. And I hope to do some more, next year, and just kind of keep this more of a regular thing. But again, thanks to those of you that subscribe. It makes me giddy. I think last I checked, I had like 9 subscribers, and I was like, dude, that is so sick. I'm not trying to do this for money or fame or anything. It's kind of just like a little hobby project that I'm doing, and I see a lot of people doing, making video content, and it's harder than I thought it would be. I'll give them that, especially just coming up with something and figuring out what I'm going to talk about. But every day's a learning process, and hoping to get better and make things that people actually want to watch. But yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Take care.